Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first class where I will be making a learning expert for robotics process automation, and I have few agenda which I will be sharing with you. But before that, let me give you some brief about what is robotics process automation. As you can see my screen, like it is a technology that allows everyone today to integrate the action of a human interacting within digital systems to execute a business process, and this software bot will never sleep and it makes zero mistakes. Where I can tell you, like, this is kind of a software robot who can be taught a workflow with multiple steps or an application such as we are working on data manipulation, excel kind of work, or data entry. We are sending many messages, manual messages, chat box, checking the form for the completeness and filling the form in order, like we have banking forms which we use to fill up the form in day to day our life, and updating our spreadsheet name, and these are the work which we are doing automation. That entire process is called robotics process automation. We can simply tell it's a kind of a design, it's kind of a design bot to reduce the burden of human respective work, simple task, what we used to do on day-to-day basis. So let me go to my agenda, what I will be going to like showcase and about to tell you about those things. This is my agenda. So I have five content. So first I will be discussing about how is RPA different from other enterprise automation tool. Let me go. Yeah, RPA gets its name from robot. We generally like understand the RPA as a robot, but it's not about any kind of like physical robot. It's kind of a process robot, and it's kind of a technology where it's derived called robotics process automation. Like, what are the process? We will be doing it by a process robot. We call it as a robotics process automation, and this technology is programmed to like perform daily work, routine, respective task, and that were once handled by human. Now let's say, like, in our office we spend most of our time working in excel or kind of sending emails. Suppose we have repetitive kind of emails where we are performing day-to-day manual process such as data entry, while RPA and like the enterprise automation tool have the similar concept, but the difference typical lies in how we can use in our day to day life, as well as their complexity, as well as their flexibility. We need to understand, we need to check how we determine this kind of things. And robotics process automation is primarily like being used more extensively at the user end level. My second topic is like, how does robotics process automation work? This is a nice, like, interesting topic. Like, what are the process where we can utilize our automation or where we can utilize our bot? My first is like logging into any application. Suppose as we are working in like user end or many kind of application we used to work. Suppose let's take an example of finance and banking sector. In finance, they will be working in SAP or Oracle database, and in banking there are many more kind of like banking portals and many like online portals or online website. Those are the things which we can do automation, and like copy and pasting the data, moving files and folder to one file to another, and extract process structure and semi-structure content document and PDF. Suppose we have a 1000 of PDF data, suppose a customer data, which we need to extract and put it into in a proper form, that we can do it in automation. And there are various way how we can do this kind of thing, repetitive work which a human need to do, and we can do it by a robot, and there should not be any kind of human interruption. Now read and write to the database, like how we are reading our database and how we do write in our database, like opening email attachment. In our day-to-day basis, we are working in opening emails. We have a lot of email works, like there, if the person is working on utility industries kind of refund team or any different team, they used to get a lot of emails. Or we can take about backend jobs where people used to work thousands of emails chatting to customers and replying back. If we are using a proper template, then this can be automated in a proper time and scrap data from web. And there are many more calculation we can do in automation RPA, like Excel calculations and Excel manipulations and all of the things. Now my next topic is like benefit of RPA. What are the benefits we used to get from RPA? RPA provide an organization with the ability to reduce staff costing and human error, better accuracy and improved compliance, first cost saving, super scalable, increased speed and scalability. But my let's discuss one by one, like what is reduced cost, like how RPA reduce our cost. Like RPA is working day to day basis like a human being, so it's saving almost like 30% of our work what we used to do in our daily life. And software robot are also costless, and they are like full-time employee. We don't have to pay to them. They will be working for us as per our needs. For our better experience, like we deploy RPA for high value resource to put back and frontline, ensuring your customer success as well. It is the major factor in lower operational risk by eliminating human error, as like you can say lack of knowledge. If we have RPA reduce this kind of error, yeah, we human being, we have a tendency like we can make error, or error can be happen with anyone. But if we are using RPA, and the bot will not make an error. So sorry, the bot will not make an error. The bot is doing the repetitive tasks what we have configured them, and they will work only the same way what we have done. And it does not replace the existing IT team. Yeah, you can say the biggest disadvantages of RPA is like it's nowadays, like RPA is reducing the human effort, and many people are like reducing their work effort, and which is very much beneficial to the organization. And nowadays RPA is moving into AI. Nowadays you all are using many kind of online sources and everything. You people know like what is artificial intelligence, how RPA is moving to artificial intelligence and working with it. I will give you one small example. Like a renowned person called David Scatchi. He's a managing director of Deloitte, and he has a banking experience with. He has implemented last year RPA, in which bank redesigned its claim process by deploying 85 bot. Bot means a robot, a task bot, to run 13 process, which is handling 1.5 million requests per year, and it is now successfully working. My next topic is what processes are relevant to RPA. What are the processes we can do in RPA that I need to show you? You can see my presentation, like you can see my presentation where I am like showcasing you what are the relevant to RPA. Like first is my function, my FNA, procurement, human resource, contact center, industry specific. Let me go one by one. Industry. In FNA, we have account receivable, accounts payable, and general ledger. It is very easy if you are working in a finance sector to know this term, like account receivable, where customer receive all this cash, account payable, like where company is liable to pay to someone. A general ledger is after that, where we are having debit and credit balance. In banking sector, all these thing which is been done by many people, repetitive tasks for month and month, year after year, is now getting automated. And let's talk about procurement, like invoice processing. Like you are buying something like online, and you are getting one invoice, and you just like if a person need to make your invoice and send it to you, it will take some time. But now it's getting automated. Like The invoices what customer are receiving, it's by sending by bot only. They have a fixed time. Bot will get an intimation that personal purchase this thing. He will put it in a format what we have given the input, and it will send you an invoice letter or a purchase order. Human resource, we can see nowadays bot are processing the payroll. Like in a company we have 3 lakhs of employee, and it's not possible for a person to pay single one by one, or to pay the payment process. It will take a lot of time. So earlier it has many kind of enterprise automation, but now it is been taken care by RPA. They are now taking care of this payroll. They are processing every day with a particular time. Yeah, there are few exception handling which has been taken care by team, but most of the time, most of the work is been done by robots only. Hiring, candidate management, it need to be shortlisted, and there are many ways where you can in HR are using cost center. Customer service is like, we can say chatbot. Like as we are opening one website, below we can see there are chatbot. So chatbot, they will give you some specific option where you need to click, and this is a kind of a bot called chatbot, where we develop this thing to understand the first requirement of the customer. Then we proceed accordingly with that one. That industry specific processes are cards activation, like our mobile card, fraud claim discovery, claims processing, new business preparation, report automation, system reconciliation, bill of material, service order, quality reporting, account setup, metering grid, validation. These are all the things where we are doing RPA. And you can see this color. I am showing you this color, like these are potential of RPA, like which is low, which is mid low, and which are the high rate we need to process. You can see industry specific and financial are high rate. And majorly RPA has been used in banking and finance, insurance, healthcare, manufacturing, high tech, and energy utility. We have a lot more, but these are the sector which is widely used. Now we'll go to the next topic. Like, what are the top three tools in detail? This is one of the major question over here. Like, what are the top three? But as per your knowledge, I want to tell you, like, there are so many RPA tools in the market, but few companies are very much like commonly using the best three from long time, from 2014 and 2015, which been groomed. And the tools, I will tell you what are the tools, but I will discuss more detail about only the top three. The tools are like Blue Prism, UiPath, Automation Anywhere, Pega, Context, Jakarta, Win Automation, Creon, WorkFusion, Cofex. There are so many tools, but I will discuss one by one. My first tool is Automation Anywhere. Automation Anywhere implements all core capability. It has a multi-talent capability. It provides on-premise and cloud service as well. It is user-friendly tool, very much easy. The person who is fresher, who want to start his career in robotics process automation, I must suggest he should definitely take automation anywhere in his routine, so that he can work and he can learn more easily, because it has very nice community. And the best thing is that you are getting the community version also, where you can use automation anywhere for your practice and to understand more better. And its features are provide bank grade security. It provides security through authentication, encryption, credentials, real time report and analysis analytics. It provides platform independence, smart automation for business and IT operation, and many more. It allows for scriptless automation. Let me tell you about my next is UiPath. UiPath is, you can say, for 2019, this is the game changer in RPA. In RPA industry, this is the game changer, where UiPath is at third position in 2018, and 2019 it is like a first position. And it's very nice nowadays. It's very much grooming. Like UiPath afford all core capabilities. It render assistance for Citrix is very nice. You can work in SAP as well for non-developer who is not technically, who is not from coding background, who is just passing his, who is just want to pursue his career in. For him, UiPath is one of the best where he can learn, and there is less coding is required. And this is also community version is also available where you can get the community version for free and practice. It enables global enterprise to design and deploy a workforce for their industries. What are the features? Like UiPath can be hosted in implicit terminal or cloud environment. Yeah, everyone is going into cloud nowadays. It has auto login features to run the bot. Scrapping solution. We can use this kind of languages like .NET, Java, Flash, PDA, VBA, SAP. This is very much easy to work on this kind of environment. It affords an open platform. It can manage all process in number irrespective. Yeah, one thing I want to tell you, like we have all automation tool, which is kind of which will make you in a layman, I can say all features and all things are same, but the complexity, the feasibility as per the application, as per the work, the tool specific is very different. The language specific is very different. The coding perspective is very different. So my next tool is Bluepism. Bluepism is the leading market from all the time, but due to his cost effective, now client are not much giving importance to Bluepism. They are now moving into automation anywhere. First, because of its cost, and second, UI part. Bluepism is very costly. You are not entitled to get the community version. But from last 6 months, they have introduced the trial version for 30 months, where you need to give your card detail and everything like that. But it is not free of cost. It's very much costly. Like it's very costly. So and it is one of the leading tool because it has started the RPA and I worked in these three tools, but the most complex you can say and the most easiest also you can say it is Bluepism. This is very much stability. We don't have so much of issue and these tool also assist the business process to be prompt and cost effective by automating manual rule based back repetitive office process. The tool provide a flowchart like design. Flowchart is kind of a step by step design, how we used to make our design. Kind of a graphical design, you can say. Not exactly graphical, it's kind of a drag and drop. There will be stages and where we need to drag and build a workflow and we can run this. It can also work on any platform with application. It doesn't require any plugin. We can easily work. I worked in Bluepism. When I was working in Bluepism, I worked in SAP. It has a very good capability to work in SAP environment as well. For working on this tool, one should have programming skill and yeah, programming skill is little bit needed like VBA if you can use Python script. But nowadays, all developer are moving into Python script, and it's very good if you have a knowledge of .NET, Java, or VBA is like mandatory. And this tool is mainly used by medium and large company. Like generally, I told you it's very cost effective. Small companies cannot afford them. Even if medium companies also, they used to think twice like whether they can afford or not. But UiPath and automation anywhere, it's very much easy. Small medium enterprise also they are using, and it's very good. So it has the features like it support multi-environment deployment model. It can be used on any platform. It can run for any application. The tool doesn't need programming skill to implement, develop profound efficiency and automate end-to-end business process, improve control room to allow real-time feedback. So this is my agenda for today. I hope you enjoy my video. Hope you have learned something. What is RPA? What are the benefits? And how it is different? What are the tools? And from my next session, I will be starting my classes for automation anywhere, where I will be showcasing you some kind of project which we are working day to day life and what are the challenges we are facing and and you will gradually get to know how the things are happening. So, hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk about automation anywhere more detail about its features and all the components, and I will tell you as well how we can install automation anywhere in our system. So let's start with the introduction of automation anywhere. It is one of the RPA vendor which is very popular nowadays. Like every company is adopting automation anywhere. It is very much user friendly. It has capability to automate any complex tasks, and it allows many more different kind of like processes which we are processing by humans every day. But nowadays, this is a user-friendly tool which will help you to develop more better way. So it can automate also the business operations for the companies, and it is a web-based management system which use a control room to run the automate process. So let me go for the today's agenda. Today's agenda is like automation anywhere architecture. What are the types of automation anywhere bot? What are the features of automation anywhere? Application using automation anywhere, and why automation anywhere? Like this is a very big question. Like there are so many tools, but why we are adopting automation anywhere? So let's go one by one. My first question is like automation anywhere architecture. You can see in my screen there is a picture which show the architecture design of automation anywhere. It has three primary component. First one is control room, second one is bot creator, third one is bot runner. Let me discuss one by one. What is control room? Control room is a web-based platform that control the automation anywhere. You can say it is a server of automation anywhere which controls all the bot. Apart from control room, it also deal with your user management, license management, source control, and dashboard. User management and source control, it is like it's kind of a code for the bot where it is managed by control room. So it is very easy to share your codes, what you will develop across the different system as well. Dashboard is very simple. It is kind of a analytics results of automation anywhere bot, where you can see how many bots are run and how many bots are failed. And license management, that's purchase license of automation anywhere and configured in control room. There are two types of license. Let me tell you, the one is developer license and one is run license. The dev license, if you got this license, you can create a bot and edit a bot and run a bot. But if you get a run license, you can run the bot and you cannot make any changes in bot. It has some limitation. Now we'll move to bot creator. What is bot creator? Like the developer, what we use in our desktop based application in order to create the bot or any kind of task, their developer license are checked with configured in control room, and the code of the bot which they will create, it's it will be always stored in the control room itself. So so it may create a individual task so that bot could manage and execute at once. What is bot runner? The bot runner is the machine where bot used to run, and you can run multiple bot running in parallelly. You only need to run the license to run the bot, and the bot report back execution. Like you can see whether the bot is fail, whether what is the issue, why the bot is stuck, why the bot is not running. You can get all the visibility, like what is the thing happen in bot runner. We'll go more just basic about bot insight, which is not there. Just I want to share with you like bot insight. It shows the statistics and display graphs to analyze the performance of every bot in the system. You can also calculate the time you have saved because of the automation process. One is bot farm and bot store. Bot farm is integrated with automation anywhere enterprise only. It will allow to create multiple bot. Moreover, you will give this bot on rental basis like that. It's not in a permanent way. And bot store is the digital, you can say digital market, where you will get a lot of inbuilt, like automation anywhere has inbuilt bot where you can get some reference or any kind of business automation, just to get reference. For example, like if you are working in Excel or if you are working in PDF, you can get the bot as per. I will show you where we can get the bot store. So next, moving to the next question is, what are the types of automation anywhere bot? There are three types of automation anywhere bot. One is IQ bot, one is second bot, and third one is metabot. Let me discuss one by one. Let's start from task bot. Task bot are the bot which is, so you can say it's a rule based or a repetitive task in the area like documentation, administration, HR management, claims, IT service, operations jobs, and this lead to immediate improvement in productivity. Like it will help for error reduction and definitely the cost saving. And metabot are automatic, like it's kind of building blocks, like step by step. It will be in a block way. It will be designed in such a way, like with application update or change you need to do minimal edit. Like it will be a historical. Suppose we have a fixed application where we don't need to change anything. We want to use for like few more time or few more years, then definitely we'll use metabot, which will automatically apply the process, the utilization of that bot if it changes in the process also. It has that much facility. What is IQbot? IQbot is the new launch for automation anywhere before few years back. It is one of the advanced tool. It can learn on its own. It can perform the task accordingly. It has so much capable to understand the programs. And IQbot offer automation using high advanced cognitive technology. It work on concept to organize an unstructured data, which means if you have a data which is unstructured, a handwritten data, IQbot has a visibility or a capability to extract those data and put it in a proper format which you need or which you will design. This is the purpose of IQbot. Let me move to my next question. What are the features of automation anywhere? You can see on my screen there are few features are maintained, like it provide bank grade security. In terms of security, automation anywhere is very much reliable. I am currently working on it, and I can see there is very much reliable in terms of like bank, or if you are bank guard security. It provides security through authentication, encryption, and credentials basis, like the same way what I told. It is real-time report and analytics. You can see all the analytics features, how the bot is running and what are the performance of all the bot. It provide platform independence. It is like open source, independent. You can do whatever you want. It is smart automation for business and IT operation. Yeah, this is a very nice point. And rapidly automation complicated task. It allows to for scriptless automation. Scriptless means we don't need to have script. It's good if you're using script, but as per automation guideline, we are not supposed to use script hardcore coding. We will work on the automation, which is very nice. If the person doesn't have the knowledge of like programming language, scripting, he can definitely adopt this tool because this is very easy for him to learn. Now moving toward the next question, like what are the application using automation anywhere? You can see on my screen there are few things I have mentioned here. as per the industry and what are the application, like what exactly automation anywhere working on it. In finance and account, you can see it's majorly work for invoice processing, as in day-to-day life there are a lot of invoice which are processing by human. Automation anywhere has the feasibility to process those invoice process. Reporting and auditing, HR is like again the email notification, salary, any kind of claims reimbursement. Operation IT, it will create account, batch processing, system generating, and we'll go to sales, creating, printing invoice, modify customer data into CRM. And healthcare, we can check consumer good, also hospitality, price analysis for competitors, and guest data process, data verification, payment processing, etc. In retail, gather product detail from manufacturer side. There are more things which I can discuss, but this is the major concern where automation anywhere is very reliable to use. Now moving toward the next question is why automation anywhere? This is one of the biggest question. Like there are so many tools in the market, but why we are more focused on automation anywhere? I have few points to discuss, and in my next class I will show you few challenges, few projects, few things. Then you can realize why automation anywhere is needed. It is a non-programming tool. We don't have to know the programming, and you can record your action and you can click action as per your need. You can element these as per human error, increase the transaction speed, allow to save time, cost, quick time to value, non-intrusive, help you to automate data transfers and import or export data between files and application as well. You can do a lot of things over here. Scale from desktop to data center. And it has more features what I have mentioned, but I have just mentioned few things. So this is all about automation anywhere. Hope you enjoy. Hope you learned something about automation anywhere. Now moving to the next thing is like how we can download automation anywhere in our system. In order to install, there are two categories. One is Enterprise Edition and second one is Community Edition. Community Edition is the free one, and Enterprise Edition you need to have the license. Uh, and below you can see this is the basic configuration. You should have it in your desktop or your laptop to install automation anywhere. And the very important thing, Microsoft SQL Server setup. If you want SQL Server setup or you have any issue, please write to me in my comment box. Definitely I will share you how we can do these things, but SQL Server is really needed. So now I will show you how we can install this thing. I have already opened it for you to have a clear picture. This is the automation anywhere site where you will log in and you will get to know. Then see in the product you can see this is the enterprise one, this is the community, IQ bot inside, bot store which I am telling you just before, and this is mobile apps. And when you will open this, when you will go to this community edition, it will appear like this: community edition version 11, enterprise, and community edition. See, this is trial, and this is get community edition. You will get the trial of 30 days, then it will be a chargeable. You can see the difference between all the threes. What are the difference, what is including, what are the components available over here as per the free and as per the paid version. Free version only you will get IQ bot inside, bot store, and enterprise one. But here you are getting lot of things, and you can see The automation anywhere it is used by small business community version and developer and student. Mainly students or the initially who are starting their career in RPA, they can go ahead with the community version because we will not get the enterprise one. And enterprise one is generally used for large and medium enterprise. You can see here it's written like free trial is 30 days, subscription pricing after 30 days. You need to provide your all details so that after 30 days it will be deducted from your account. So this is all about this one. But before you need to install, even if the community one, you need to fill up your name, you need to fill up your country's phone number, all detail, and to get the community action. You will receive an email from the Automation Anywhere team where they will give you the control room access. You will give you login ID and the default password. And the control room access where you need to give it here so that you can open as this is my control room. You can see you will get this link in the email itself only. Let me show you something more about here. We have course library as well where you can learn and give your certification over here. These are the courses, advanced certification, master certification, the programs where you will be completing. There are few live training sessions used to happen. So after filling the form, when you will go to that email part, you will get a link where you need to download those files. After downloading the file will look like in this structure. It will give you one setup, one version, and few sample files. So let me show you. You will get this control room access, but once again, you need to have a skill setup in order to have automation anywhere. After installing, you need to log into your control room. I can log in and show it to you. The control room looks like this way. It has data, sorry, the home page. You will see this is the community edition. But yes, it's true like community edition, you won't get much facility as for the enterprise one. But this is normal. This is fine initially when you are learning or when you are practicing yourself. Robotics, you can see this is download client, explore control room. See, these are some inbuilt assignments, sample tasks which is been provided by automation anywhere itself. These are the bot they have prepared. We go. This is cognitive automation IQ bot, which I am telling you to you. This is the IQ bot. You can see this video how this IQ bot has been made. I will prepare another video for this where you need to upload. See where this is the training session demo version and operational and business analytics. What I'm telling you, like you can see the analytics structure, how's it, and digital work market store. This is what I'm telling you, bot store. I will show you how the bot store look like. The bot store look like this way. You get all your inbuilt codes over here, finance and accounting, information technology, and there are so many things you will get if you are typing as per your need. You will also get this tool and where you can import in automation anywhere to see how this has been done. I will show you one small example. But in activity, you can see whether the bot is in progress, when it is scheduler, and what are the historical record of the bot. Now there is nothing. This is my bot. These are already two sample bot is there by automation anywhere. This is the credential manager where we need to put the credential, divide and workload. This is queues, like which bot will run after one. Let me show you. I have already installed the automation anywhere in my system. After logging into the automation anywhere software, you will get a picture like this. This is actually the automation anywhere. You can see here you have new where you will get limited option. You won't get screen recorder and web recorder. It is generally the people who have enterprise one, they will get these facilities. Only community have smart recorder and workbench. But generally we used to work in workbench. And these are my few inbuilt codes. And you can record this one. You have to run the process whenever you have to edit. You can see, you can delete, or you can upload any processes. And if you open this, you can see logs where you can keep the logs file. What are the issue log? If you go to my task image sample, I think, see, this is the inbuilt. I took all these things from the bot store. If you sorry, if you open this, you can see there is some sample process over here. There is some categories. These are the categories which I will discuss in my next class, each and individual categories. How's it? And these are the few cases: scheduler, triggers, metabot, which I am discussing about you. Metabot. This is metabot. We have some sample case about metabot, and this is workflow. Like what are the workflow? How many flows you develop, and the things. In my next class, I will discuss how we are developing our first task bot, and gradually we'll move on to many more scenarios, many more projects. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you.
What is automation anywhere, and it's all architecture and it's all features. Today I will show you what is automation anywhere exactly it is and how we used to keep the community edition or the enterprise edition and how we proceed with the task. So I have already opened my all the control loop and everything. Just I want to showcase you like what is automation anywhere. So this is my automation anywhere website where you can see the product. In the product you will get this enterprise and community edition. So for your knowledge I have just opened this where you can see there are three versions. This is enterprise version 11. This is depend on design for the enterprise. This is fit for mid to large organization. These are used by the students or like small organization. You can see this is trial free and this is also free, and this is like it will be free for the lifetime, but these two you need to pay after 30 days. So what are the features you can see and its difference from the community edition, what you are getting and what you will get after you will get a license. So if you are working in an organization where you are having a license version, you can relate to the community edition and how does it work. But yes, the community edition don't have much features what we have in license. Yeah, obviously it's better. And you can see all the features over here. Yeah, before you need to get any kind of tool and everything, you need to fill up this form. You will get a zip file where you need to install the automation anywhere and as well as the control room. But your laptop or desktop must contain SQL server, because without SQL server you cannot proceed further. You need to have SQL server so that automation anywhere work on it. So you need to fill the form. I have my community edition. I will show you how it's look like. So before the community edition I will show you how the automation anywhere looks like. It will look like in this way. This is my client version. It's like a community version, and this is my control room. If I open this one, I have already opened as per my login ID credential. Just to show you, Now you can see these are the features of automation anywhere. This is new. New means where you can make, it's like features having smart recorder. The screen recorder and web recorder, it's not available in the community edition. You can go to the workbench, but generally we used to work in the workbench. This is the record part. This is the record part. What you need to record. This is run and this is edit. This is my task, bot stored, sample tasks, my script, my exercise, and my doc. I will show you some sample script. It's like this. This script is been inbuilt by Automation Anywhere. You can take this for reference, but I don't think it will be worthy for you. You will go to my document. These are all Automation Anywhere inbuilt. This sample task is automation inbuilt. You can see the sample tasks. You will go inside. You will see this is the sample tasks. What Automation Anywhere has built for your logics. This is my tasks. These are few sample cases which I did, but I will try to show you each and everything by doing it completely from end to end to make you more understand about how we used to work in different kind of scenarios. So I will show you one of my examples. This is one of my examples which I did it. This is one of my example which I did it. These are the features in Automation Anywhere. These contain IQ categories is like IQ bot, launch website, log to file, loop, OCR. If you are working in OCR, it's like PDF integration, prompt, run script, SAP integration, screen capture, send emails, and other features like variable operation where you can do variable operation. This is error view where you can see how you can handle the error. This is variable operation where I have passed my variable. It will look like this, how I have passed my variable, how I pass my variable over here, and I will tell you all the details in my next class. And this is Metabot. I never tried Metabot, but these are all Metabot inbuilt few things from Automation Anywhere. How does it look like? I'm just showing to you. I think there is some issue, but I will show you. But for Metabot, I will take another session. And now I'm going to show you how the control room look like. The control room looks like this way. In your email, you will get a default email from Automation Anywhere as soon as you logged in, the fill up the form and all, where you will get the this link, the control room link, the server link, and you need to give here, and the ID and password you need to give to in order to log in the control room. But here's the community edition. Yes, the community edition doesn't have much features what we have in our license one, but I will show you some basics like what it contain. Like it's contain a home page which will show you this is like a robotic process automation. This is download client, and this is the explore control room. These are the activity. You can see what the boss status is. It's like in progress, scheduler, when it been scheduled, what time it been scheduled, and when the bot will run, and some historical bot. What is bot? This is my bot and my credential. See, I don't have any bot over here. I think, oh, these two are the sample one from the Automation Anywhere itself. You can't see anything. This is credential management. Who is the credential? Like it's showing in my name. So yeah, definitely I will be the owner because it's been logged from my ID. The person who is been logged into ID, his name either maybe organization or maybe individual. This is work queue. work queue, you must be knowing like it's kind queue is making sense like we are in a queue. Like if one bot is progressing, what is the next bot, and what is the third bot, and what is the fourth bot. So these are the features of, and let's go to I launch IQbot. IQbot I will take another session, but I'm just showing the basics. What is IQbot? It exactly it is. So IQbot is like this. It's like home. You can see you need to get start from here, and these are some quick videos like where you can see how IQbot we can work on it. This is operation and business analytics. This is what it's other called the dashboard, but we need to launch this bot in order to do that. But I will show all these features in different classes, so it will make you more understand what exactly you are looking for it. So I move to the bot store. These are all bot store. These are all some inbuilt bot, like as per your requirement you can get all the bot store from here, how they have worked and what are the things. It's for finance and accounting, human resource, information technology, inventory management, manufacturing, other sales, shipping, distribution, supply chain, everything. Means these are the major like sector where we are using automation anywhere widely or any other automation tool. But yes, automation anywhere. And now from next class, I will show you one by one how the process used to happen, how we are working with Excel, how we are looping Excel, and about the PDF, how we are converting CVS file, and I will show you more on how you will work on SAP, because SAP is nowadays most of the projects are getting implemented, like automation are getting on. So like I will share this link in the link video, and hope you like my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel so that you will get more update afterwards. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you like my previous videos. Before we start with the today's session, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for upcoming projects. So my today's topic is like how we can build a simple task using automation anywhere and how we can schedule our task. So this is my automation anywhere screen. I will go with my first project. These are the categories of command which I will be using for this entire journey of automation anywhere to show you. And these are command, database, email automation, error handling, and here if you click you can see there are sub processes. This is Excel, insert keystrokes, loops, log of file, launch website, PDF, and many more. So I will show you one basic. We are taking a message box. I will type here hello everyone. I will save it. Don't forget to save every time when you are doing any changes or when you are building anything. So here I will going to save my project's name. It is like message box. I will save it and I will run it. You can see the pop-up, it's showing whatever we have mentioned there. Now the question is like why this pop-up is not closing. Once again we have to edit it. Suppose if I want to add something, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is called close message box after 5 seconds. You have to tick here and you have to put your how much time you need to keep this mode. I will keep it till 5 seconds to show you. Once again I will save it and I will run this. You can see there is a closing pop-up is showing and it will get closed. Hope you understand this. Let me move to my next. You can see this is my task. Whenever you will build a task, it will get saved here. So I will build this new task. I won't use that same task. Now I will use if else statement in order to show you how it exactly work. Yeah, inside if else statement you can see there are so many sub commands are there. From here I will take a variable, but I forget one thing. I just want to tell you once again, like before we need to do if else statement, as I am going to show you how to use variable, I will pass my variable first. I will define, which we tell. This is my variable manager tab where we used to define any variable. Variable is something which you are defining in your bot, like credential, file path, any folder name. These are the things. So I will add here. It is showing name. I will add my name as var1. I will give the value as 100, and this select button it will always be value. I will say I will just show you later read from text file, but as of now I'm just saving it. I have already passed this variable. If you click here you can see. So now I'm going to take this variable here. You can see this is if condition and there are so many sub steps, so many things are there. So as of now I just need this variable. So I will go here. I need to edit this one. This is variable tab. You cannot type anything. You have to click F2, which will show you what you have defined. And there are so many predefined variable inbuilt variables in automation anywhere, which we'll be using afterward. I will show you one by one. See, you can see there are file data columns, file name, folder names, hour. You can give month, time. For Excel, see Excel column, Excel cell, and everything. So here I will insert variable one, which I have passed here. Operator, it will show you what exactly we need to do with this variable. So I will select, as of now it's like equal to, and I will take the value as fixed variable. My fixed variable is 100. I will mention here. I won't take any variable here. I will just make it fixed and I will save it. In order to see the result, I need to put one message box over here. And message box, I will mention if my variable is equal to 100, the result is correct. But I have to also see if my result is not equal to 100, what is the result? So I will add else tab here, make it up. I will add one message box. I will mention it incorrect. Now I will save it, and this task I will give if else bot. Now I will run. See, the pop-up is showing like my variable what I have defined and the variable which we have fixed it's equal to. That's why the result is correct. Now I will show you if the result is not correct, how we are getting the output. Suppose my fixed variable I'm making it 101. Now I'm run it. See what exactly we are getting. If my variable is not equal to, means what is my variable is more than what I have defined. Now the else command is coming, which is showing me incorrect. Suppose I want to change, suppose I will take do not include and my fixed variable, I will make it 100. If I need to run this, let me check what exactly we are getting. Incorrect. Suppose it's showing like if the value is equal to it, it is incorrect. Why it is showing incorrect? Because we haven't changed the message one. So we need to change. I will mention it. Ignore. If my value is equal, do not include. Then I will run it. See, it's showing ignore if the value is equal. We should not include if the value is equal. Now I'm moving forward to the next step. See, we have two process here, if else bot and my message box, which we created now. Now my next topic is like how we can use schedule. We have to schedule because in day to day process when you will be running lot of bot, you need to schedule your bot in a particular time so that you don't have to run those bot manually. So I will click this process. Whatever you want to run, you need to click this process. And see below there are three categories. Let me give you some detail. This is property where you can see the file name, when it is created, what is the status now, what is the issue log, and what are the things. This is called scheduler. Scheduler is like launch task. It's showing one time, and please select the schedule. It will always be one time. And this is trigger. It will show you what we need to trigger. I will show you. I won't tell what exactly trigger do. Scheduler you need. So now we need to schedule. You need to click the bot which you build. Now you go to one time. I will give my start time. It's showing 1 hour 1. I will make it 1 2, and the date will be same. I will just save it. Yeah, my password. Keep watching. You will see the result. See, the bot automatically run and now it get closed. My process is done. This is the work of a schedule. Now I am going to show you what is the work of a trigger. What exactly trigger we need to do. Let me take trigger. We have window, file, folder, performance, process, service, email, message. These are the things which we will be doing. We need to trigger. We need to monitor. That is called trigger. Suppose I'm taking for your reference is folder. Before that, I need to build one dummy folder for you. Let me make it test. It's a. I think I have another one. Okay, test automation anywhere. This is a black folder. I will pass a command. I will show you how it works. I will click here. I will take my. I will just map it. This is my A. Now the action. Action. What I need to do when any file is deleted. What I need to do when folder is created. When folder is deleted. I will take this one. When folder is deleted, what will happen? See, I am already clicking this bot. I will save it. Now I will show you what will happen. This is my folder. Suppose if I am deleting the folder, what exactly it is working. You can see the process got worked. because we are passing the command like if we are deleting that folder, it will automatically work. This is triggering. I will show you once again. Suppose this time I will delete it. I'm taking if else bot. I'll show you file. Let me create one file. We'll create one bot. Automation anywhere. Suppose my file, what I need to pass here. Suppose let me save one Excel file. Close this one. So, suppose this is my Excel file. Now what will happen? Now we'll go here. Now I'm clicking this file. I just mapped it. What I need to pass here, when the file is deleted, I will save it. Now we need to see how this works. Suppose I am deleting this file. See, the bot automatically works. The trigger is making us aware, like if we are deleting our files or if we are deleting any folder, whatever you have passed, it will work in that way only. So this is for today. The next section will come up with some new things, with some Excel manipulation. Hope you like my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. So hope you are liking my previous videos. So today we are going to see how we are working on Excel and the loop statement, which I will tell you later. But now I will take you to my new topic, that is called how we can extract single cell in Excel. So in this topic, I will be covering about how to create variable in order to store extracted data from Excel, and yeah, of course, how we can open the spreadsheet, extract the data from Excel file, and in that portion we have two things which I will tell you while I am doing that showcasing to you. And inputting the extract data inside a defined user variable where we are currently defining anything, and I will go ahead and tell you how you can close your spreadsheet. And the next part I will show you how to do step by step to read multiple cell in Excel using loop concept. Loop concept I will tell you while I am doing it. In this chapter I will be covering the same thing like open spreadsheet, extract multiple data through data will be storage, and create a loop to fetch data for each row in Excel dataset. And we need to use message box, which is very important. How we are fetching we need to see, and the same thing like closing export. So let's go with the today's. I have already opened my automation anywhere, so I will create one new workbench for you. This is my Excel command. In Excel command you can see there are so many sub commands are there, referred to as open spreadsheet, close spreadsheet, active cell, get cell, set cell, and go to cell. Let me tell you, get cell is something which you are copying and paste. Get cell is copy. Set cell is like where you are going to set those things where what you have got. And go to cell means is giving the particular command like which cell you need to go. This is run Excel macro. This is when we are running any kind of Excel macro, delete cell, save spreadsheet, find and replace. These are the commands. So let me go with the first one. So before I go, I need to do two things for you. First, I will prepare a Excel dummy file for you, which I can showcase you. Here I will add serial number. name. So I saved my Excel file here. Now I need to do the second thing, that is defining a variable. Why I'm defining a variable? Whatever we are running or whatever we are doing the showcasing, we are going to take those data and put it in our define variable which we are defining. It will be extract data variable. It should be blank. Save it. Yes. Two things done. Now we'll go ahead. In order to open the spreadsheet, we need to define the session name. Let me tell you one thing, like name is something which is mandatory to define in every step whenever you are doing. Until and unless you are not changing that session, if you are doing the fixed session, let it be when you have changed for the once. Session name is like when you are defining, suppose my session name is session 1, so I am defining session 1 so that whenever I will be going to do my next step, I don't have to define my spreadsheet path, and this session 1 can identify, which is linked with the spreadsheet path, which can identify which spreadsheet path is there. Here I need to give the spreadsheet path. Here is my Excel file. I think it is open. Let me take the, this is my Excel path. We need to take, if you want to take any spreadsheet name, as I don't have any name of my sheet, it is only contains single sheet which is default sheet 1, so I don't have to give. If you still want to give, it's okay, no worries. It contain header, yes, my data contain header, but still I don't want to give, it's okay, let it be. We'll save it. Now we'll go to the get cell. What is get cell? As I have told you earlier, see, the session 1 is same. Here we don't have to give any share path because the session 1 is referring to that open spreadsheet path, means the exactly the path where it is. So let it be with the single cell first. We'll go to the specific cell which I'm going to extract. Here I want to give my B2. I want to extract the cell, specific cell called B2. This is the assigned variable. Now the come into the picture what we have defined variable. This is what I have defined, extract Excel variable, and I need to save it. You can see I'm taking B2. I want to check whether this data is coming correct or not. Now I am going to take the message box. Message box is to check whether the data is coming or not. Here I don't have to write anything because I have already defined the variable where I am storing the data. So I will take F2. This is my Excel variable. Insert it. I need to close it after 5 seconds. Save it. Now I want to close my spreadsheet. Let it be everything same. I don't want to save change anything. Let's save it. Save it. See, the pop-up is coming. What we have defined. Now in the same sheet, we can see how we can use the active cell. Let me change the specific cell to B3. We'll select the active cell. Let it be the same everything. Active cell is like which cell is active. You can see in the box which is not highlighting means that is the active cell, active command. It will only reflect the same thing what we are giving the command. Let me run. See, my data is B2. The active cell what we have taken earlier is taking the same thing. Now moving towards the next thing is like how we need to take the data into a temporary system variable. As I have to tell you, like the temporary system variable is called clipboard. Clipboard is something it's where we need to store data as per our requirement but in a temporary basis like a notepad we used to do in our day to day. It is exactly we need to like copy from one data and to place into another data. That's why we only use clipboard in order to check the output. So we'll go with the same thing. We'll take the get cell, single cell. We'll take the specific like B4. Here we have the drop down as this is the defined variable. This is prompt assignment. I will tell you later. This is clipboard. I need to click clipboard, save it. Go to the message box. In the message box, we'll go to the clipboard, which is system variable, and I will go to close. But I forget to tick this one. Let me run this. See, the B4 is Rohan. It is showing the same regards, but there are two defining things. First one, which we have defined variable, we are storing those data, and second one, we are storing those data into a temporary folder. That's name is clipboard. Don't forget it. So moving towards my next step, which I showed you here, like how to read multiple cell data from Excel using loop command. We'll do the same thing, but I need to show you what exactly loop is. You have to understand what is the purpose of loop. Loop is something which you are going to take one by one data. Suppose if you have 1000 data in your day life, you need to process the bot. Loop will help you to take one after one. The one data is over, it will go to the next step, it will take the third step. In that way loop used to work. So loop is very much vital when we are using any process in this automation anywhere. So we'll go with the loop. We'll have the defined variable as it like that. Now we'll take the get cell. Here I need to go for get multiple cell. Get multiple cell where I'm going to take multiple cells. But before that, let me do something. Let me add one column here. I will add one column here is like city. I have added one new row. Now in get cell, the session name will be same as we are not changing anything. The share path, the projects, everything is same. If I would have to change this another file, then I would have given session 2. But I'm not changing. I will keep it like that same session 1 for specific cell and two specific cell. For which specific cell to two specific cell, I want to take this extract. This is the header which is not necessary. But I want to take the data from A2 from here till C7. I want to extract these data, and this is the row and column, so we need to extract as per the column from A2 to 3C7. Let's go with the specific cell. My first cell is A2, my last cell is C7. But please read what exactly it's mentioned. Like when this command will be executed by the task, the result, rows and columns will be fetched in the memory and can be accessed using the system variable Excel column. Excel column, this command we need to use within the loop to reach the row to the Excel dataset. When we use multiple dataset, you need to have loop. Second thing, you need to take Excel column, which is a defined system variable. You will get, I will show you. Let's save it. Now the come into picture is loop. This is my loop, but under loop you can see there are so many structure like time, list, condition, each row in the Excel dataset, each row in an internet, SQL, everything. But I need this one as of now. See, there are so many commands like end loop, exit loop, continue. But I need this start loop and I will need this each row in Excel dataset as we are taking each row. My default session name, session 1. We can take, let me check if we have any defined session name. Let me put the variables, save it. Then we can add the message tab where we can see the exact thing. But here is the twist. What we need to add? Whether we need to define the clipboard or whether need to define the define variable, which is extract Excel variable. But the answer is no. Here, what we have seen while defining the multiple cell, we have to take the same system variable command, that is Excel column. So I will click F2. This is my system variable. I will go down. This is the Excel column. I will click, I will insert the Excel column. Here I need to give the value. The value shows like column number or select variable. I don't have variable right now, but I have the column. In my Excel sheet, I have 1, 2, 3 columns. So my first column will be 1. Do the same thing. I have already defined everything. Let's run. I will show you how the outputs come. Okay, let me check what exactly happened. Wait. We change the session. See, we got the data. 1 Ravi Mumbai. Yeah, it will give the pop-up as I didn't change this one as well. So one thing I want to tell you, like if you are changing any kind of prospect, you need to change the session as well. But as in my previous thing, we are doing the same thing, whatever we are doing. So it is okay because here we are using loop, here you are using multiple cells. So I did a mistake, but hope you understand it that we need to do the session name changes. So I will run it again to show you once again. See, the first one is Ravi Mumbai. This is how we are using the loop command. So I have stopped it. I'm closing this spreadsheet. That's why. Or else if I disable this one, if I run it, see, it's taking one by one. You can see this is Kamlesh Delhi. The next one is Rohan Odisha, Keshav Bangalore. Now it will stop because we have ended that process. So this is how the basic concept of using loops, the basic concept of taking multiple files, and how we are using the single cell value. Hope you like my videos. Please do watch my other videos as well in order to get some more knowledge. Thank you. If you like my video, please share it with everyone. Thank you for today. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel once again. So hope you like my videos, my previous videos, my all the sessions. Please go and watch all my sessions. So as we have discussed in my last class, like how to access email using automation anywhere, I will continue with the same topic, but my today there will be two scenarios which is very important in your day to day processing. And trust me guys, this is very important. Please do watch my complete video. It will help you to understand about the email part. So let me discuss what will be my today's topic. First, I will be giving you some brief about like if else statement, how we are using if else statement during email automation. And second, how we can trigger our email, whether it will be read, unread, new email, anything. And third, I will show you how we can run two or three tasks in what you call in one instance. So let's go with today's. So before that, let me just give you some background, like what we did in our previous class. If you didn't watch, please watch my previous class so that it will be make easier for you to understand this class as well. So in my last class, I showed you like how we are doing email automation using IMAP, username, how we have generate apps password, and why we are using apps password, the port number, attachment, and everything. As I'm selecting unread emails and save it. As you have seen, I triggered the email subject and the email receipt time. So today we will see how we can use if else statements. So before that, let me tell you like if else statement we use when we have a particular condition, like whether if else is generally makes sense, like if we need we will trigger it, if we don't need we don't have to trigger it. So it's kind of a if else statement. You must have known about Excel or anything, everything we use in if else statement, but here the main logic I will show you. Let's go ahead with that. So before that, let me show you my inbox. This is my inbox. You can see there are so many emails, but these four are unread. I prepared this two for your understanding, for your demo. This will be triggered. Let me show you how you can you trigger this unread emails. So let me go ahead. So before that, let me take my if condition statement. So same as always, we will take variable. I will put it here. See, there is no condition because I haven't set. So what we need to set? We need to set a condition that our bot need to Read and extract the same thing what we have mentioned in the message box is email subject and email receipt time. Make sure your everything note has to be on the same page so that the extraction will be correctly. We'll go to edit. Here variable what exactly we need to pass. I need to take unread email. So here I will take it, click F2. This is the defined variable. So we will going to take email subject because I want to extract the email which are unread from the email subject only as of now. We need to select the operator. The operator should be, let me select include. It will be better. And fix I will give it the subject line to be automation. It will be fixed for as of now. Variable I don't have to define. Save it. Just need to put it above here. Yeah, it's look good. Let me run and show you like what we had did. We have given a if condition. If the subject line contain automation, please trigger it and please show me the required thing what we have given in message box. Rest of the message it won't show. Let's run. See, it triggered my first email. It triggered my second email. As you can see, we have only automation out of these five, only two. So it triggered correctly. So now let me again make it unread. Okay. Now let me see. This part is over. Then we will see something new like as per the date. Suppose if I want to extract my email as per the date. Suppose let me take like how many email I have received on today's date. So how we need to take again. Before that, let me show you something. This is the variable manager. We have always have a fixed variable in automation anywhere. Just we need to configure it in a proper way. So I will go to the variable manager. You can see at the down there is show system variable queue category. It is okay. Let me click. Yeah, these are my system variable which has been inbuilt in automation anywhere. You don't have to worry. You don't have to create anything new. What we need for time being date and time. So here you can see this is year, month, day, date, hour, minute, second, millisecond. What exactly we need is date. You can see there are so many formats is available like date, month, hour, minute, second. You can trigger as per your requirement. So I will take date, month and year. We'll save it. Okay. Now I will take the if condition same variable here. I will put it above this subject line variable. Here what I need to do, I'll click F2. Now you guys can guess what should I take, but I will take it email received date. Why? Because I want to trigger today's date. So I will take a variable, define variable as email received date. My operator will always, I think it's always my operator. I will need to take include, no, let me take equals to, and my variable. Here I will need to take variable. This is called invariable. We need to click F2. We have defined variable. What I need here is date. What exactly it is defining? First variable, it is defining the email receive date, which date we are receiving email, and the value what we have given is date. As we have done in our variable manager, date is referred to the current date itself. So let's save it. Mm, we need to configure it properly before everything. You should look, and if let's make it here. Yeah, this look good. Let me run and show you. See why this is taking, because I have always given a standing instruction like the subject line should be automation. If you remove this, it will take whatever the current date email you have. I will show you. But let me show this one. We have only two email as per the today's date. You can see as per the today's date we have only two which contain automation anywhere. Let me mark it. Okay, so mark it on read. Okay, refresh. Okay, let's see what happens if we exclude this one or disable for time being. If we don't have any condition, we are simply giving whatever email we received as per the today's date, please let me know as per the email subject and as per the email time. One message, two message, there is no other message because you can see this is February 10 8 8. So we have only today's date is two email, and that same it contain only automation anyway. So that's not an issue. You will get all the read email as per the today's date. So this is how you can do this kind of manipulation. Let me again enable it. So here you need to make sure like whatever you are writing the commands or whatever you are doing passing the variable, the logic should always same. If the logic is correct, everything is correct. So always pass the variable as per your requirement and it will work definitely fine. So now the major challenge now is like in our current, like if you do any live process, the issue, this kind of scenario only you will be facing is like all similar, whether this is today's Gmail or whether it will be Outlook or any other email ID. So the second best challenge is how you need to trigger, how bot need to trigger. Trigger is one of the important role in email, and we use in every project because it's not possible bot to run manually or run every time to go to the what you call the email box and search for this subject, search for the receipt date, time, anything. What we can do, we can use trigger which refer to we are passing one command to bot. It will trigger as per the required time. If there is any email contain a subject line as per your requirement or date, it will fetch that data and we don't have to run the process anytime. So let me show you how we can do it with trigger. You can see in this page of automation, there is properties, schedules, and trigger. This is trigger what I'm telling. I hope before my three sessions back, when I show you how you can trigger your bot, how you can trigger your bot, how you can scheduler, then today I'm gonna show you. That day I thought I show you my previous files or any folder. If my folder is deleted, what exactly how it will trigger. So please guys watch my all the sessions as a request, and if you have still in doubt, please comment me in my inbox. So here we will go with email message because we are triggering email. So same thing, we have to give the action we need to give is like when new email arrives. We have to give all the features again. The host name will be again imap because we are using imap.gmail.com. The port will be 993 same as usual. Poll every. What is poll every? Poll every is the interesting fact. Like poll every will justify your define minute or define. There is no hour to. We have to define as per the minute. 1 minute, 2 minute. If you have 1 hour, it should be 60 minutes. Like that, you need to define and what it will do as per your instruction. Bot will fetch as per the required time into that email your defined variable. So let me give you for timing 1 minute. We have to give the username again. The username will be my email address and the password. Again, the password we need to give the app's password. Please make sure you have generated app's password. As you can see, app's password is playing a big role. So let's save it. As we have saved it, we have already given the standing instruction of 1 minute. So bot will trigger that inbox in every 1 minute. Bot will trigger in every 1 minute, and it will give my output as the subject line content automation as per today's date. Give me the subject email and this is the message I will type. I will not press any run button. I will just let it be and wait for my 1 minute. I will show you how the bot run automatically. This is called smart automation technology. This technology is called. It's taking time, but as we have given standing instruction is 1 minute because that is the lesser time. I think it will trigger now. Oh, I missed one thing. Actually, I missed one thing. I need to give a standing instruction like if we are generating a new email. Sorry, guys, I just forget to mention. Let me send one new email. The new email will be demo. We have given an instruction like whenever we will receive a new email, it will trigger. So let me send this one. This is my new email. Now it will trigger. Sorry, guys. I just realized like why it is not working. Then I thought as we have given a standing instruction whenever we will receive a new email, we will bot will trigger it. So this time the bot will trigger it because we have already given a new email. We have already sent a new email. Okay, let me give one standing instruction once again. Yeah, now we'll see. I have already sent two emails again. It will contain automation in the subject line. I hope this will trigger again. See, now the bot is triggering by his own. It will trigger as per the subject line. Yeah, we get the output and the time. I have sent two emails. Now the two email has been triggered. Now my process is done. So let me give you some just the last statement like what we did. This is the live task we used to do in our day-to-day scenario. Just follow my steps, and if you still have any doubt, please write in the comment box. If you like my videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Hope you are liking my channel and enjoying it. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos and more upcoming different kinds of videos and different kind of project I will be showcasing you through my channel. So as per today program, like I have planned to show you how we are scheduling those bot. Like if we are creating a task or if you have developed a task, like how we can schedule those things. Like it is a very important in our daily life, like how we schedule our work and how we schedule our meetings and all. So what exactly we mean by scheduling is like it is a method by which work is assigned to a resource that complete the work, or the work may be virtual completion or like any kind of process data flow which turn schedule into like hardware resource such as process network link, but nothing like that in here. So here we will only schedule the bot what we are going to process in our day-to-day life. And hope you guys remember in my previous classes I have prepared two basic bot for you, which is one is message box, this one, and my another bot is if else task, which I have shown you. Hope you remember. So today what we are going to do is like how we need to schedule. So let me schedule this one. You can see the below there are three categories: property, schedule, and trigger. Property is something which will show you about the file name, created date, when we have created time, what is the status currently, how many master stroke, keystrokes, and total clicks we have used. We can see the view logs, and the priority will be always low, and the timeout and the analytics we haven't enabled it. which is not necessary, but here we can see this is called launch task, which is referred here as please select a schedule, like it's only a default one as one time schedule. Here you can see we have start time and start date, year, and we need to save it. And trigger is something I won't say, but I will show you what exactly trigger means. So sorry, let's start with this process. So before I start this one, I want to run this one. If I will double click here, it will automatically start without, I don't need to go inside this one. So you see, this is working. If you want to edit here something new, suppose let's me write something here. Hello automation anywhere 2020. I'll just make it like this, simple. I will just save it. You should remember always whenever you are editing or whenever you are doing, you have to save. Every time, make a habit of saving in every steps so that it can be happen anything, like if you are not saving it in future, if your computer shut down or if your automation anywhere got corrupt, it might remove all your things what you done. So always make a habit of saving it. I saved it. If I run it, it will show you the same thing. So today I want to schedule it. I will go to properties. I don't need to do anything. Let it be what exactly it is. I need to go to schedule. Click schedule one time. I have already highlighted this one, so it will only select this one. If I am highlighting this one, so it will see if this is removing. Means I have to select this one. I will go to schedule. It will be one time. I need to select the start time as I'm in Mauritius, so my time is 12:19 a.m. I will schedule it 12:20. Date will be, let it be the same, and I will save it. My password. Yeah, you can see we have a description in a task box here, the current task schedule, and please wait for at least 10-20 seconds. After the time, you will see how the bot will run as per the time. See, we got the result. Hope you remember in my last class I told you that I haven't ticked that close session. So the pop-up will be like this. You have to click that pop session so that you need to close the pop-up once it get run. So if I will click OK, now it is OK. So what I'm trying to tell you, you need to click this close message box if you want to close after run, but I didn't do it because I want to show you what is the result. So as you have seen this one, now we will schedule my previous this one, if and else, the last class. Let me schedule this to 21, just 1 minute ago. I think it is only 20 seconds left. So uh, okay, 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 it's not working. I don't, oh, the time got changed, that's why it's not working. Okay, let me wait for more 30-40 seconds. In this 30-40 seconds, let me tell you, like automation anywhere, I must suggest all of you guys, you should definitely proceed this one, as it is not that much complex. I have worked in UiPath and Blue Prism, but yes, Blue Prism is a bit complex. It looks easy, it's kind of drag and drop, but it's kind of complex. So automation anywhere is very easy to learn, and I must suggest, like if you are a fresher or if you are experienced, definitely you should share your experience with me so that I will come up with new things. I have something which I need to show you. After some time, definitely I'm going to prepare many things for you, like how we used to work in PDD. Yeah, now you see We got the result as correct. So hope you understand this scheduler. And now we need to go to trigger. What exactly trigger do? Let me go to this message box. We need to, let me tell you this one. Okay. Trigger is something that which we are not going to click the run button for it, and we need to trigger what exactly what need to be done. So suppose in my trigger there are a lot of types are there, like Windows, file, folder, performance, process, service, email service are there. You can select as per your requirement depend on the project. So I will select just for your knowledge folder. I need to give the share path of this folder, but before that I will just create one new folder for you. My new folder is automation anywhere. This is my blank folder. It doesn't contain anything over here. I don't require anything exactly. So what I will do, I selected this folder. I will go to here. I will go to desktop. I will see where is my folder it is. My folder is this one, automation anywhere. Action. What exactly I need to do? Suppose if suppose if I'm going to select this one. When my folder is deleted, the bot will start. Suppose if I'm clicking when my folder is renamed, the bot will start. It's the same modifier like this. Suppose I will go for deleted and I will save it. Now you see, I'm just closing this one. I will just refresh my screen. I will just delete this folder. You will see the bot will learn automatically. See, this is called magic. How we did it. So now I will tell you some more examples on this. We don't need this one. Let me open one calculator over here for you. We'll go to window. We need to refresh because if you are refreshing in the background, whatever you have open, it's kind of window application or Chrome or anything, it will just reflect over here. As I have opened calculator, it is calculator. The window closes. Save it. Now what I will do, I need to close this calculator. See, now my result is working. Suppose if I am going to open this calculator, see what will work. Means it is given a command that if my calculator is open or if my calculator is closed, it will trigger that object. See, it's keep on coming because I haven't closed there. Let me close here. Let me try something new for you guys. Let's check. Let's check folder only because I don't have the test file right now. Suppose my folder I'm going to create again. Let me make it test. Test is already there, so I need to make it test one for you. So I'm going to select this one. This is test one. Make sure if you have both kind of folder, you should click always the correct one. It might happen you might click the some another one and you got misplaced. So my folder is test one. What I need to do, I will just when any file is renamed. So I did it. What I will do here, if I rename this one automation anywhere, see what will happen. It didn't work. Test 2. Mm, when my bot is not working. When any file is renamed. Okay, yeah, my file is correct. It should work. I don't know what exactly it happens. Yeah, it is correct. Okay, let me check with this modifier if this open. Okay, I don't know what exactly the issue. Definitely, I will debug and come up to you guys for the next class. So I have told you the basic example like what exactly trigger we used to do, but generally we don't used to do a lot of things with trigger. It's kind of this thing. We need to delete this one. So if I'm deleting this one, my God, my bot is not working. Maybe there is some issue because it happens sometimes. Like as we are using this community edition, and community edition has some feasibility to use. So hope you got the idea like how we delete this folder, how the bot used to run, and if you have any questions, just please drop your message in the comment section. Definitely, I will get back to you in my next classes. Hope you guys like my videos. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and please share this video to your friends and your colleagues so that they should also learn and understand how we are working in RPA and what exactly RPA. We should definitely know what exactly RPA, because I found a lot of people working here and they are quite not familiar with what exactly RPA is. They think like something, it is kind of drag and drop situation. We have a tool where we need to do drag and drop. Some people have opinion, we have completely working on code. Many people have different opinion, but not exactly it is. RPA is something which you need to understand from the root cause what RPA is. I will come up with the another videos where I will describe you more about RPA, how skillful it is, and how do you need to plan yourself in order to get into this kind of career. And definitely guys, you will just love to be in this career. Thank you guys as of now. Thank you for watching. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel once again. So before we are going to start about today's topic, I just want to tell you, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and as well as please watch my all the content, all the videos of RPA entirely so that you will understand what exactly RPA is and what is automation anywhere. So my today's topic is like how to read data from text or CSV file, and we need to import into Excel. So this is a very interesting task, and this task will definitely help you to work when you will be like working on automation anywhere, because this is usually we used to do in every live project. So I will show you one showcase, one short demo where I will cover you how to first I will show you how to read data from text and CSV file, and the second I will show you how to export into Excel and how we can pass the variables. So let's go with the today's topic. So this is my automation anywhere screen. You can see we'll start with the new workbench. This is my new workbench. So I want to show you, I have already prepared two demo for you, which I am going to show you. This is one txt file, and in this txt file we have two columns called names and games. Like it will define what are the name of the player and what are the game they used to play. And this is my blank excel file which does not contain anything. This notepad we are going to extract and put it in this excel file. So let me open this one for time being. Let me go to my screen. This is my screen. So I will start with, you can see there is a command called read from csv and text file. Every time whenever you will read any data like csv or text file, you need to take this command. Where you will take this command. For time being I am showing you the text file because I have already created one text file. So let me tell you something about this. This is the place where we will define the path, and this is delimiter means like new line, or whether it has any comma, tab, or any other function if you can. Trim is like leaving any space or trailing space. Session is very important to define the session. So you should definitely give your session. You can see here it's written f2 insert variable where we will insert, will insert in path. Let me tell you the two things I will show you. First of all, I will go to my file where I have stored this one. I will take the path and put it here. You can define in this way. Delimiter, how will you understand? See, my delimiter is comma, so I will select here comma. Leading space, trim you can select, you cannot select, that's depend on you, that depend on scenarios. Session I will always give as session 1 as it is the session 1. So let me tell you once again, as I have already told you previously, like session is always defining the path. We don't have to give path every time, just we will define the session, and in every page you will find there will be the defined session which represent the path. Let's save it. So what you can see in my screen is like when we save it, we can see there is a loop command which showing each row in CSV text file session 1. It is a default whenever you are reading any file from CSV or text file, loop command will definitely appear, so that how it relate to CSV file I'm gonna show you better. And below that you can see there is a comment, use file data column variable for each record in file. Whatever record we have here, we need to define this variable. This is predefined variable from automation anywhere, and this is why I prefer to work in automation anywhere, because it is so much reliable and user friendly that you can understand from here. Like if a person who doesn't know, who has initially learning automation anywhere, for him it is very easier to understand how and what are the variable we need to pass. Let me save it. I will give it like text file to excel. But one more thing I want to show you, as we have defined the path over here, if you want to make it a dynamic, this is a static one. For dynamic you need to go to this variable manager. Before that, copy this path, add, I will mention file path, we'll put value as this path. How I need to pass here, I will remove this F2 I will pass my variable here. See, now you can see this is the dynamic way. This is the proper way. Um, very soon I am going to cover all the things like how you can define in a proper format. But for as of now, this is just a basic, and we can run this file, but we can't see the output because we don't have anything to show. So what I will do, I will add one message tab over here. In the message tab, I am going to add my variable. If I need to write here, I can write anything, but I don't have to, because as we are extracting data from notepad, so notepad already contain data. So what exactly we need to do, we need to pass the variable. So what is my variable? You can see it in comment. It's written file data column. So what I'm going to do is creating F2. We'll go and search that file data column. This is my file data column. I will add it. I will put the value as 1. Why 1? You can see we have two columns, names and games. So first is name, second is game. I will save it. But I want to define the two column. If you want to define one column, it is okay. I want to give space. I want to give one. Again, I will define the same thing. And I want to give the column as 2. This is for my second column. So now I'm gonna save it and I will show you the result. You can see the first heading is names and games. Let me press OK. You can see the names and the games. So now you have learned like how we can read the data from a notepad. Same like the CSV file also, as I don't have CSV file currently, but definitely I will come up with that example as well. So this is how, but the procedure is same. You can see how we can read the data. Now we have to import into Excel file. So before that, let me disable this one. I don't need any message tab over here. Everything I need it. What I need to go to Excel. We need to open a spreadsheet. Session, I will define as session 2 as I have already defined session 1. File path, I will give it, but better I should pass the variable. Okay, leave it. Better I should pass the variable for Excel as well. V Excel path. Why I'm writing V? V is defining the variable. Spreadsheet. This will be my Excel path. Specific sheet name I don't have to, because I have only one sheet. Content header, that's fine. I don't have any issue with this one. Now, after defining this path, now we need to go to, we will use go to cell. Go to cell means we are defining which cell we are going to start. As you can see in my Excel path, we are always going to start from the first tab. It's like A1. So my Excel path, I need to define that I want to go to start from A1. So what I will give here, is go to cell. It will give a command like it will always start with A1. So I will give the specific cell as A1. We'll save it. And these two I need to put it over. Why? Because it's best practice to open the Excel file first, then we need to read the file, then we need to import the notepad file and put it into Excel, which we will use loop command. Loop, it will help you to do a repetitive task. Please watch my previous video, you will get to know what exactly loop work. Now I will define my variable. So I'm going to take, now I want to set my name here. So my column will be name and my second will be games. So first I need to define how we need to write name, then we need to move to game. So I will take set cell. Set cell is like setting what exactly we need to write. Specific cell. I don't want to give specific cell currently because I'm going to start with A1. I have already defined A1. So here I need to take the active cell, but the cell value, where we will get the cell value, we need to keep the variable name. What variable name? Where we have previously defined in the message tab, that variable name we need to take. It's file data column. And we need to press 1 because the first column is name. I set my first column. Then I need to see first define, then I move to right. What I need to take again, I need to take go to cell. Specific cell I don't want. Here I am going to take one cell right because it will move to one cell right. And there we need to set what the value we need. So again we need to take set cell, let it be active cell because we are already defining one cell right. So here we need to give the second variable is 2. Here is my second variable. Now the main tricky part is like how we can go down and put the remaining data. Cannot be done by passing these two because it will only paste these two. What we need to do is we need, first we are going from here to here, then we need to go here, but we can't come from game to this corner. It doesn't have any hard coding programs, we cannot use these features. What we gonna do, we gonna go down one tab, then we will start from the beginning, then it will again, it will come here, go down, then it will go down, start from the beginning. We'll take go to cell, one cell below, specific cell I don't have to give. We'll save it. And now my next part, again I need to take go to cell, we'll take beginning of the row, which will define that every time the bot will finish it will start with the beginning. Now the main thing is that we need to close the spreadsheet. I want to save the spreadsheet and I want to close the spreadsheet. Here is my entire coding, so I just need to run and see the result. Now we'll go and see. See, we have extracted this data from the notepad. See, match with this data, everything is been extracted from the text file and put it into Excel file. So this is how we are extracting data like in CSV or text file. So in my upcoming videos, we'll come up with some new scenarios, with some new live scenarios in after some time. But as of now, thank you. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you once again. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel once again. So today we are going to see, or today we are going to do something new and exciting, and this is really helpful when you will be doing any kind of extraction, rather like image capture or extraction from image or anything from PDF. So in this session I will only tell you like how we can extract the data from like PDF, and how we can do the PDF integration operations, how we can pass the variable, and how we can use the loop condition to fetch more number of like the PDF part. So you can see this is my automation anywhere screen. So let me show you, before that let me show you the test sample for today. This is the utility build test sample. You can see there are so many utility builds are there. Yes, these are my PDF. You can see it has customer name, bill period. This sample you will get in automation anywhere, where you can download it from there. You will have account number, bill printing date, Monday to Friday, timings, everything, water supply charges and everything. So I will just extract few things and I will just let you know how we can do the PDF operation. So let me keep this for my reference. Let's give a comment here. Let's do the PDF extraction first, then we'll see the letter operation. So before that, as I can show you, this is my PDF. So what I will do here again, let me pass my variable first. Why I'm passing my variable? Because this data will fetch and it will be always defining the variable. This is the dynamic way to do all the kind of operations. So let me take examples name. No, I will take bill period. So my variable will be bill period. I will leave it blank because I'm not going to do any kind of hard coding. Let me take account number. And we'll take bill number. I have already passed my variable. Now what I will going to do is like PDF operation. You can see this is my PDF integration. There are so many features are available like PDF to image that I will show you in my next class. Extract text, merge document, split document, encrypt and decrypt. This encrypt and decrypt is generally, yeah, you can say we don't use much, but like PDF from fields, extract text, PDF to image is been used regularly and you will be using regularly in your day to day and process, and definitely in every process you will get the same kind of scenarios. So I will take extract the field. This is the PDF extraction field, and it has so many commands like PDF to image, extract text, split, as I have told you. Here I need to give you the PDF path. I will click here. Where is my sample data? Is my utility bill. Let me click this one. Let me take only the one PDF file. Later we'll do the loop. When we will use the loop, we need to dynamic this path so that it will fetch every PDF. It may be 100, it may be 1000, it will fetch automatically. We don't have any user password or owner. Now we need to add. As soon as you click the add, you can see there is the PDF has been captured by the screen. Now you have to capture the field what do you want to extract. So my first thing is bill period. I will capture bill period. Yeah, you will have to right click, add field. See, the value is mentioned here. So it will capture every time from here until the place doesn't change. You all should always remember when you are extracting the PDF, the data should always be fixed. If the data is mismatched, like one PDF is different, second PDF is different format, it's very difficult, means it's next to impossible that we are going to fetch this data. It should always be in a proper format. Field name will be bill period. I need to select my variable which I have passed. My bill period is here. Okay, next I will go to the account number. Add field. Yeah, my account number has been captured. I'll pass account number. Now I will go bill number. Oh, you can see this is the error because it has been captured incorrectly. So now what we need to do, we need to capture again. You should do carefully when you are doing. Did I show? Let me make it wider. Yeah, this is better. I hope this work. Yeah, now it is correct. It's bill number. My variable will be bill number. You can see I have collated all the data from the PDF what I need to paste. Now I need to save it. Save it. Yeah, you can see we have done the operation. Now I want to check this value, like how it's getting pasted and how it's getting worked. I need to take a message box here. Now we need to pass accordingly. First is my bill period. In bill period, my variable will be bill period. This is just I am showing you how we are extracting the data.
I've extracted the 3 data. I'm not closing this thing anything. I save this one, PDF extraction, save it. Now we'll try to run it and we'll see the result. See, the data has been collected like bill period, account number and bill number. We click OK, because as we have one data, it will only give you one data. If I run it again, you will receive the same thing. Now my question is like how we can fetch this number of PDF, because every PDF the format is same but the data is different. How we can fetch this number of PDF? Now what we need to do, we need to add loop command. Loop command, as I have already told you, that loop helps in order to extract multiple data or multiples anything in Excel, like multiple columns or row where you are fetching the data. So loop we will use, let me take loop. For loop I need to take it, you can see there are so many commands, but which command I need is each file in a folder. Let me put it loop over here. Each file in a folder, it means whatever the file is present in the folder, loop is gonna take those files. Sorry, I will give the folder path. This is my desktop, utility bill. Okay, I will save it, make it end here. Now we need to make it dynamic, because this is only taking one data. So how we need to make it dynamic is, we need to remove till here and we need to add file name dollar. We need to add dollar, file name dollar. It represents the file name in the folder. So this is the universal and it will automatically take it. Yeah, I have this one, so I don't have to. Yeah, I have already given no ID password, and this data I am extracting as of now. See, this is dynamic way. Now I have to run. I will close my all folders. We need to run it. 1 2 3 4 5 5. We have 5 data, and you can see how this extraction had been done. So this is how we can extract the PDF file. And in my next class, please don't forget to watch my next class. In my next class I will be talking about how we can do this PDF operation and we can place this value into Excel. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and please do watch my complete session. Thank you.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel once again. So I hope you enjoyed my last session and my series of sessions. So what we have learned in last session is like how to read PDF data, multiple PDF data, and how we are fetching PDF data as per the variable what we have assigned here, like accounts number, bill period, and how we can see in message box. So today what we are going to learn is, let me show you my today's agenda. It is like create a variable which need to be extract from PDF file, and we will have one Excel sheet. So basically today we are going to extract the same PDF using loop condition to get multiple fields and put it into Excel file. How we are extracting this data, and this is really very much important to know this thing, because we generally used to get this kind of project in our life environment. We will use loop command, and we will specify the PDF name with the variables, extract the field and assign the variable, and extract with the Excel file. So before I'm gonna start, let me show you where is my document. See, these are my PDF document which I have already shown you in my previous session. If you didn't watch my previous session, please watch my previous session, because this is really essential to know the first step. Then we can see this video, and it will help you to understand from the very beginning like how we used to work. See, this is my PDF, which contain customer name, address, customer bill period, accounts number, and all this detail. This is like electric PDF which I have already told you. This PDF you will get in automation anywhere. And this is the Excel file which I have already prepared for you. I haven't prepared this record because I am gonna show you what are the field we need to extract. So let's start, but before that let me go with this PDF document. What the document we have is like account number, bill number, and bill period. So let me check with the first one. First is bill period, then account number, then bill. What we have? Bill number. Okay. First it will be bill period, so we will mention it. Bill period. My second is account number. And my third column is bill number. Expand it. So these are the column we are going to extract from the PDF. Okay, now before that let us start. So first, the exact thing what we need is Excel. We need to open this spreadsheet, so that here we need to get this data. So the command what we will use is Excel. We will take Excel operation first. It will be session 1. Share path. Share path we will give it where we have this one. Specific sheet, we don't have any specific sheet, so let's save it. We'll take it up. We need, I think I don't need this one. This command is there. Okay, now my next command is, now we need to get, we have already given the command to open the Excel. Now we need to get this cell, because we are going to start our record to be fetch and paste in A2. A2 is my cell reference, so I need to define first time to my cell. So So I need to mention go to cell. Session 1 it will be there because I told you what the exact meaning of session 1. Specific cell, of course, this is A2. We need to save it as A2 because we are going to start my printing from A2. Now what exactly we need? Now we need to set the value. What the value is, like what we need to set. This is bill period, so we need to set the value whatever bill period we have. So what we are going to take is set cell. In set cell, here the session 1 it will be session 1. Specific cell or active cell. Specific cell we are already defining, like go to cell is already defining as A2, so we don't have to again mention where we are going to have this particular cell. So I am taking active cell, means which is already active, which is already been defined. Cell value. What is my cell value? Here I need to define my variables, what I have already passed over here. Please watch my previous session how we have passed these kind of variables. So my variables will be, my first is bill period. We'll press F2, bill period, save it. I have already defined my first. So next, now I have already defined here. Now I want to go for account number, but how can we go from one cell to another? Here we need to again define go to cell. We need to go one step, so we need to go one cell right. Nothing we need to mention any specific cell or anything like. It's just only we are just moving one cell to the next cell. Just we will take one cell to right, we'll save it as it is. Now my next step is what we need to define here, this account number. The same thing, we are going to take set cell. It should be the same active cell as I have already defined, but my variable will be account number. Okay, then same we again have to move to bill number. So again I will take the same thing. And in that we again have to do set cell for bill period, account number, bill number. I am not taking so much data because it will very easy to understand from the basic how much data I have taken. So now this is the major question, like what need to be done after this, because if we close this data the loop will not work. It will again print in one line itself. So what we can do, how we can move this cell directly from here. So the main logic is, this is the question you might ask by someone, maybe when you are very much fresher, when you are just giving even you are working in development. So like how we can move this cell to this cell here like this. We can't add so much command, so we'll add 1 and 2. So here what we need to add is go to cell, one cell below, again go to cell, beginning of the row. It means after going here it will again start from here because the last data is here. Save it. I have already passed all my variable. I have already defined all the things. Now I need to close my spreadsheet. I'll close my spreadsheet here. So now let us run. But before that, I want to, okay, let it be there, the message box. We have defined all the variables. So now what we can do, let's run this process. You can see the message box is showing because we haven't disabled it. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Yes, now we'll go and check. Before that, let me show, because this, just because of this message box it is giving the pop-up. If you want, you can disable it. So we'll go and see the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is here. See, the record has been populated properly. We can see there is one record missing. It's just because maybe the PDF is not in a proper way, but let me see what is the issue here. Yeah, these are my PDF, and the third one. See, you should always keep in your mind, like whenever you are doing any kind of PDF extraction, all the PDF should be in a proper format. It should be in a proper dimension. The extraction field should be in a properly. It should not change from one PDF to another, or else it bot cannot fetch this data. So you can see the difference. See, this area of bill period and here bill period is different. So if you are not extracting this properly, it will give you an error. So that is the reason. You can see in Excel file my bill period has not been extracted correctly. So we have to, whenever you are extracting this bill period, it should take actually this much area, so that it will come into the correct picture. So this is how we have extracted this data, and make sure you have all this PDF format in a proper format. So please go and watch my next session about all this PDF extraction and all, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel once again. So hope you are enjoying my channel. So please do watch my previous videos, my all sessions, like it will be give you a clear picture about automation anywhere and RPA. But today's session I am going to show you like how we can fetch data and how we can read emails while using automation anywhere. And this is a very good session for you, which will help you to know more, and this we used to do in our daily basis. So today we are going to start. So here is my topic. So today's there will be topic of IMAP and POP3. So I am going to tell you what is IMAP. IMAP is, which I am going to show you, but before let me discuss what I going to tell you. Like one thing, we need to read email from my Gmail, and second will be like display the message box, like it will show you displaying like how we have fetched the email from to as per the subject line, times, date, and etc. So let me go with IMAP. So let me show you my automation anywhere first. We'll go with the workbench. You can see this is the email automation. So I will take delete all, sorry, get all messages. This is the tab where we need to assemble or where we need to configure our email. So you can see there are a few options like get all message, delete all message, and delete message. Email server detail, we need to give email server because you never know from where you are going to use. Either you are using Outlook, Yahoo, Gmail, but in this session I will be only using Gmail to show you. So this is the host name. Host name will always be this one. This is your host name. As per Outlook, this is your host name. This is your host name. I will give it in comment box. It will be always default whenever you are using. Let's go ahead with the username. Username will see the example. It's mentioned username always will be the your Gmail ID or your any email ID, and the password will be your Gmail password. But the main concern is like we can't use Gmail password. We need to access. We means you can say we need to uh, get one app's password. App's password is you need to get from the Gmail account where you will generate one app's password, application password. It will give a layer to a Gmail because as automation anywhere is a third party, so which is going to configure in your Gmail. So you need to generate, but I will show you how you need to generate basically. Then I will go ahead with my all details. So you can see rest of the things is like server use, resource connection, SSL, IMAP and POP3. This is the two thing you must know whenever you are doing the email automation. IMAP and POP3 I will tell you right now, but let me show you. This is the port number. We need to change it, and whatever we need to do, read, unread, HTML, plain text, and save as attachment in. Means wherever you want to save those attachment if that email contain any attachment. You can see there are F2 it is showing. This is what we are need to create a variable. Now I won't create any variable. I will show you directly here. But you need, as you have understood my previous classes, like how we are defining here variable, we need to click F2, we need to give it. That is the dynamic and the best way to use your process in live scenario event. That is as per the automation anywhere guidelines. But here I'm just showing you the static and the basic way. So let me discuss about IMAP and POP3. IMAP is stand for Internet Message Access Protocol. It is the standard email protocol that store email message on mail server itself, but allows end user to view and manipulate message. So as per the like layman you can say it doesn't have any server. Its server is his own email where he store all the mail in the email server and allow end user is you who will be using and view those messages and manipulate those messages as per your need. So there is two configuration. Gmail configuration you need to use host imap.gmail.com. Port will be 993, which I show you default is 143. You need to change it to 993. Outlook configuration is host imap mail.outlook.com and port will be like this because these are two things which we need to do. The rest of the thing we don't have to do. So IMAP is now the standard process where everyone is using IMAP only. POP3 is like the oldest method where we used to fetch any client emails in regards to that. But I will show you what is POP3. POP3 stands for Post Office Protocol version 3. It allows to access email message when an email is read on a device. That email is downloaded to that device from the server. Server doesn't have a particular email now, so the other device cannot read that particular email on the server. And this is the configuration of Gmail host pop3.gmail.com and port 995. Outlook will be pop.mail.outlook.com and port will be 995. And the Gmail account, for the Gmail account there is one new things which I am going to tell you before I start my process. You need to enable two-step verification, which I'm going to show you now. And you need to generate one app's password. I told you earlier, like app's password is something which you are going to give it to that email configuration box. It will be here. It will be here because it cannot take your Gmail password, your own Gmail password, what you are using. So it is mandatory to generate an app's password, whether you are doing any YouTube application or any Gmail or any mails or any other thing. So let me go ahead and show you what how you need to do it. So you need to open your Gmail like this. You need to go to your manage account, go to security. As I have always considered, always configure myself. So I just show you, you need to switch on this verification, two-step verification, where you need to give the password and all these things. I'm not going to give it, I've already done with those things. After configuring, you will be getting one text where you need to give, let me show you, it's better. You need to give the password. See, it is showing my phone number, my tab like this. Then after verification, you need to verify by sending a text message. When you will give it the text message, it will access the verification tab. Then you need to go to again this Google account, need to go to security, you need to go to apps password. Here you need to again give your Gmail password. There will be one verification again, you need to give that verification from your text, and then you will receive one app's password in a chat box which looks like this password. This is my own password. I hope you will not use, but it won't work. You have to generate your own password like this. This is called app's password. So you need to use this one. So as I've shown you how the basic steps like where you can do. If you still have any doubt or still have any issue, please write it down in the comment section. I will get back to you. So let me start with the today's topic, like how we can fetch the data. So my host name will be, as I told you, I'm using IMAP. I will be using IMAP. So my host name will be, I'm going to take Gmail. So my host name will be this one. This one will be my host name. My username will be my own email ID. My password will be my app's password, which I have given. I will select the server user, security SSL, IMAP. It will be default. It is default, but I need to give you 993. 993. I want to read. I want to read the message. Let it be, the message format will be HTML. I will leave it. You can do it wherever you want to save. Just I am showing you how you can save. Now as soon as you save, you can see there is a loop command. Why a loop it is? Again, like we need to do it repeatedly. It will check how many unread message we have. So as we have already given here the loop command, and you can see all the data is showing me my email address and all. So make sure you should get one app's password. Once again I am telling you, because if you are not getting any app's password and you are keep on using your Gmail password, it won't work at all. So always generate your app's password. So you can see this is the comment structure. It's showing like look command use automation variable. What variable we need to use is like email forms, email to, etc. See how reliable it is. So now let me give one message tab over here. What I need to see, I want to see subject. Subject, I will click F2. I want to see the email subject, email messages, email CC, email from. I will use email subject. I want to see what are the email subject I have. So what else I want to see? I want to see time when I have received those email. So let me go to F2. This is the system variable. You can see there are defined variables, so you need to use this one. You don't have to create any personal variable. So my receive time, let me save it. So what data I will be getting by mentioning this variable? My E is subject line and my time. I will save it. Email automation part 1. I will save it. Let me run. We'll see. See, you can see there is one subject line is mentioned like your Amazon dot. It's my personal email, and you can see the below the time is. Let me click OK. You can see another message, a message from the Amazon customer service. So this is how we are reading my email. So let me try. Okay. Oh, it is in loop. That's why it's showing me repeatedly. What are the message I have? Let me close this. I don't need this one. So like this, you can see there are. It is loop. Like it will show you all the messages what we have read because I have selected read. If you see here, I have selected read. So let me select unread. So whatever the unread mail I have in my inbox, it will show you right now. Let it be the subject and the receipt time. If you want, let me change with the receipt time. I will add some new thing. Receipt date. Let me use receipt date. We'll save it. Run it. Mm, okay. Use this one. What is the error? Okay. Let me try this one. It's giving me one error over here, but let me check. Hmm, yeah, my every message is correct. Let me use this one once again. I think there is some issue with this one, but I'm not able to sort it out. What is the issue? Let me still try. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, I can see there is no unread mail. That's why it is not working. But I guess it should work. Let me say read mail. This one, this one, this one. I map. Okay. Time receive subject. It's okay. I hope this will work this time. Showing me the path program files automation anywhere. Okay. Okay, there is some issue with this one, I guess. Wait, wait, let me delete this one. It is giving me some issue. I see. I think this here is some issue with this email which I have sent it to myself while using this automation anywhere. But it should not be an issue, but as we are getting issue, maybe because of the file which I have saved. But I hope the first picture which you have seen, you have understood how we need to use. In my next class, I will get back to you with these things, like why this issue is. Let me rectify it, and I will come up with the new videos with if-else statement. How we can use if-else statement using this out Gmail. See, I think those two email which we use, which I sent to myself in order to show you if my subject line is automation anywhere. I don't know what is the issue. You can see there are other emails in my inbox. It is showing me the correct output. What is the subject line? Let me check with those things internally. Then I will get back to you with those things. But this is how the exact concept is. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And guys, please watch all my video completely because it will help you ultimately, like how you are working in automation anywhere. Thank you for today. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today the topic is like how we can see the web recorder function in automation anywhere, and this is really gonna helpful to you, and this is really simple. So before I gonna start, I want to show you few things. So today we will discuss about web recorder. So the main thing before we need to know is like why we use web recorder in automation anywhere. Actually, in order to use web recorder, it is helpful in term of web applications or any kind of web page. If you are going to extract tables, if you are going to extract few data into CSV file, that web recorder is very much helpful. And the second topic is like how web recorder works in automation anywhere. It's understand all the web controls object like image, text, drop down button, etc. There are a few things definitely I'm gonna show you. And today the starting I will show you like what are the plugins you need to check before you need to work in this web application, and about the URLs and about the features. And you must have Internet Explorer with the plugins, but in Automation Anywhere it is already a default plugin in Internet Explorer, but still you need to check. So let's go with today. So this is our page, and you can see we have, if we click new, here you can see the recorder 3 option: web recorder, screen recorder and smart recorder. I will tell you about screen recorder and smart recorder later on. This is my web recorder, and if you go here, even the record, you have the same features over here. And one more thing, if we go to any workbench, let's take a workbench. Here also we have web recorder function. We have lot of sub options are there: open browser, close browser, which is very easy and nice to understand, and also very much useful how we integrate this kind of command over here. So let's go. So before that, let me show you how to check the how can we check uh, the plugins. So you need to go to tools, go to options, and you need to go to plugin settings. You have to see whether this IE11 is tick or not. If it is tick, yes, definitely it's gonna help you. And you need to check Chrome, and these features are not that much. If you require any Silverlight or something, you can do, but these tools are mandatory field you need to check. In fact, not over here in web, even if you are using workbench or any other kind of, but it's better always need to check here. And we need to check one more feature in Internet Explorer. If we open Internet Explorer, you have to go to settings, you need to go to manage add-on, and in toolbar you need to see this automation Internet Explorer add automation anywhere enable. This feature you need to check, because this is really, in fact this is always will be enable whenever you are installing automation anywhere, but for my suggestion I must say you just need to check. So let's go with the today topic. I'm going to show you how to. So now we are going to see how we can use this function. So let's go to this new. We will go to this web recorder. You will see one pop-up. It will show you what are the URL you need to fetch. You can't give copy and paste URL. You have to open a URL. Suppose I have opened here list of FIFA World Cup winner. So these are the tables: 1, 2, 3. We have so many tables. So I will take a short example for you. I will take an example of, these are the team who has so many times of World Cup they have won. So I want to extract this table. So what I'm gonna do is, as I have opened this one, it will again reflect over here. See, so I will close it and I will give a start. It is showing me a pop-up: while recording your task using web recorder, please wait for the web page to complete load before performing any task. We need to wait. So we need to wait. Once the web page is open, then we can proceed. You can see one black bar is there. It's showing us few steps like extract data, extract table, and stop recording. We can stop once we are done with our work. So here I'm going to extract table. I will click extract table. See, it is showing me. Click on the table you want to extract from the page. Press escape or recording. Okay. Let me go here. See, once I'm moving out from this table, there is no border. Now it is showing border, means it is ready to fetch this data, but I want to fetch this data. So it is showing. I will just click here. Now you can see this is showing me extracted table. So here you can see the table has been extracted in a proper manner. You don't have to change or you don't have to worry. Now we are going to next. This is table 1. Yes, it is only one. Extract table to CSV. We can extract into CSV. So I will give a table name as sample table, but I want to save it in my browser. I will save it in my desktop. This is my encoding. There are so many options, but I will prefer ANSI. Session name, as always, session 1 will be my first. So I will do finish. Now we have saved whatever we have recorded. Now we will do stop recording. It will show you my project. My project is recording 1. So I will save my project. This is my project. So I will edit. You will see first it is showing me open and second it is showing me extract. You can see same things over here. Open browser and extractable. I will show you right now how we use this statement like this. This is one form of using web browser and one more form of using web browser. So let's run it. I will close this one. I will run it. See, it will wait for some time. It has extracted. It is not getting closed because I haven't given the command over here, because I want to show you. Now we'll see the file, how it has generated. This is my file, sample table. As we have generated, it is in CSV format. Now you can see the extraction has been correctly done. This is how we have extracted this data. So now I am gonna show you something new. Let's delete this thing. Now I just want to show you how we can use this web recorder over here in web workbench. I will take first open browser. I will give the URL web browser will be my I'll show something different. See, this is one table which is showing me Cricket World Cup winner. So I want to extract this table as well as this table. So first I will extract this table. So this is my URL. I'm gonna copy this URL. I'm gonna put my URL which I need to open. We need to refresh. See, select the drop down. You want to give URL, it's okay. But if you are, this is I'm preparing it in static way, but if you want to prepare in dynamic way, you have to pass this variable and you have to press F2 as I have shown you in my earlier. Now I am opening this. Now I want to extract table. We'll take extract table. Need to launch. I need to launch this URL. See, my capture table is not enabled. Why? I need to first launch. So I will click launch. Now my capture table is enabled. Now my web page is already open. Now I will click capture table. It is giving me same function. See, it is showing me green highlighted. I will click here and it has been done. Now I will save it in a CSV. I will save it in desktop, cricket table. We'll save it in CSV. This will be same. If my on error occur, next action view extract table. I don't need those functions right now. I will save it. Now I will use my close browser. I want to close my browser without doing nothing once the extract has been done. We'll save this. I will close my this browser. Now I will run it. It is taking time. It will extract the table and close accordingly. Yes, my process is done. Now we are going to see the file. This is my cricket table. I will click. See, my all the table record has been extracted properly. So this is how we can use web recorder in order to extract table. And in my next, please do watch my next session. I will show you something really interesting more than this. So as well as please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much. Hello guys, welcome back. We are on the same session where we left last class, where I have shown you how to use web recorder and how we extract the table using web recorder. Now let's move to the next topic, but before we move to the next topic, I must tell you, please do watch my all the sessions so that it will help you to understand one by one, and don't miss my session, which those are interlinked with each other. So better to watch all my session with your patience. So let's start with the today topic. The today topic is like how we extract this time the different kind of patterns and different kind of text from the web page. So let's go with this. Let me close this one. Before that, let me tell you here. Let me open one page, Amazon. So what I'm gonna show you is this is not in a pattern way. I'll go to one site. Here you can see there are so many Apple tabs are there. So what I will be doing is like, I want all the iPad, this description, this name and this price in my CSV file, and that too I will be using looping all this record. How many record we have here? 1 2 3 4 7 8 9. Next, so we will extract whatever the data may be, maybe 1000, 100, 200. So we have almost to 208 result. So let's start how we capture this one. We'll create one new workbench, web recorder. Yeah, before that let me give this URL. I will copy this URL, will paste it, and I will close this URL because automation anywhere will open accordingly. Same function. The web page has opened. In my last class I already show you how to extract the table. If you didn't watch, please do watch my session, and please like and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos and interesting videos. And this is really interesting. This we used to get in our live session when we are going for a live project. So here I will be using extract data. There are two patterns. One is regular data, one is pattern based data. Pattern based data, which I'm telling you, we are going to fetch one by one page, and regular data is like same what we. So I will show you what is regular data. See, it is highlighting all the pop-up, the images, the description, the price. So what I'm gonna fetch is, let me take this one showing 1 to 24 208 result. I want to extract this one, so I will click here. See, it is showing the record has been available here. Now we have some function like extract control value to a variable. Either we can take it in a clipboard, or we can take it in a prompt assignment, or we can create a variable. Extract control value to a new variable. Let me create a variable called test. I will create a temporary variable named test. I want this extract data in that variable. I will save it and I will stop recording. This is my recording 2. I will save it. See, my data is here, but let's take one message box. I want to see this data in a message box, this captured data. So what I'm gonna message box. This is my message box. But here how we can define, the question is, we need to pass the same variable what we have passed over here. So I will click F2. I will give this test whatever we have the variable, and I will put it in the middle, so that whatever extract it will be done, it will show in that message box. So before that, let me close the web browser. See, now it is taking 100 1590 rating, but it is not taking the correct one. Let me see what is the issue. Yeah, I checked. I think there is some issue with the capture. Let me check. Yes, the capture is correct, but why my image is didn't click? Okay, let me run once again. I hope this time it will capture whatever we have. Yes, now it is taking the same. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me launch this one. Let me capture once again. I hope there is some issue with the capturing. Will capture. Okay, I will capture this one. It is showing. Need to capture this one. Save. I will save it. I will close this one. I will run it. Yeah. Now we are getting the correct review, but I am not capturing the review. But this is the logic how we used to do. And let's go to, think there is some issue. Okay, let's go to one new. We'll create one new. We'll paste the same. We'll just remove this one. We'll do this. This time I need to extract data, but it should be pattern based. Next, see the highlighted are like same, but what is our need is the description and the price. So let's take first description. We will click here. It is showing the Apple iPad, this one, with this description is taking, and it is showing to define a pattern. Click the capture button and take the similar control to another record. Okay, we need to have the same record. It's not in a like you are taking this one, then you are going to mobile phone, you are capturing. It's not that way. We have to take another capture. We'll take this one. Here it is showing enter the column name. In the column name, in the sense, let's take an example. We have in Excel the description, the headers. It is mentioned here column name. So I will mention here mm, description. Get text, it will be default. We'll save it because here we will get the description detail. Now what we need to take the amount. We need to click add. We need to click amount. Giving the same, we need to capture and we need to get this one. This will be my amount column. I will save it. Now moving toward next. Here the data span cross the multiple pages to extract the pattern base. Now the exact question is, what is the main feature of this? Select repetition. Repetition is like what we are going to fetch. It's kind of loop. So we need to fetch all the page. So we need to click here, capture. We need to go down. We can't capture one by one like this. Rather we will click next. So always take care of this proper extraction, because if we click next here, you must see whether this is control type is hyperlink or not. It is mandatory to have hyperlink and the value is next, it is showing. That means we have correctly capture. Make sure you do this checkpoint correctly. Moving to our next. Now what are the preview data where we have. Now I want to save my file over here. This is my my mobile record. I will save it. This I will let it default, will finish it, and I will close it. Web recording 3. I will save my project. I will open it. Yes. This is, see, now here the question arises when we saw these are the tabs. Here you can see it is in orderly manner. First it is opening, second it is loop. Why? This is hyperlink, which I told you. It is going to check next and it will extract the details. It is going to save the file and close the workbook at last, so we don't have to do anything. So let me run. Make sure your browser is closed before you run. So let's run and see what are the results. See, now it is moving to line number 5, line number 6. We have records, so it is fetching accordingly. It will take some time. See, now it is showing here 121 to 144 record. So now it is moving for the loop. We have 208 record. Now it is 145 to 168. Now this is the last record. Bot will automatically close everything. Okay, this error occurs because after this we don't have next. After 9 we don't have next, so I forget to give one option, but this is how the bot processes. So if you want to see the records, this is the file. You can see these are my iPad. These are my iPad names and these are my amount. So this is the basic understanding, like how many record we have extracted is 208. So this is how your basic understanding how we are fetching this data. This is not in my last class we talk about tables. This is the data. So please do watch my both of the session, my all the session of automation anywhere. Thank you, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If you still want to see any kind of new things, just let me know in my comment box. Thank you.